Okay, sorry if you hear a bird in the background, the window is open and I cannot help that. But in today's video, I'm going to be reading a few comments and then giving my explanation on everything because people are either getting things confused, assuming things about me, and asking questions. So I'm going to be giving explanations to some of these comments. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Make sure to subscribe, become part of the team, and I never mentioned the Krazy Conspiracy team, but become part of the Krazy Conspiracy team and turn on your bell post notifications so that you'll be notified every time I drop a video. But without further ado, let's get into these comments. Okay, I'm just not gonna go back with people in the comments when I could just make a whole video. So the ones that really, are irritating, I'm gonna read on the camera. So there's this person by the name Pillar Cobney, and he posted under my She Found Aaliyah's Daughter video, just yet, so stop with the bullcrap already, alright? Well, he put Aaliyah never had kids, so stop assuming she did. Yeah, she was pregnant but aborted the baby later on afterwards. I think so, inclusion. She was never officially a mom. Okay, so first and foremost, that is your opinion if you think Aaliyah didn't have kids, but who are you to tell someone else to stop their assumptions, their thoughts, their thinking? You are not a god. You cannot tell anyone what to do. And this video is about another page who supposedly found Aaliyah's daughter. The title has nothing to do with me. That video was just me giving my opinion and me disagreeing on that girl supposedly being Aaliyah's daughter. I 50% believe she could have had a daughter and the other 50% maybe not. That's me, but do not tell me to stop doing something on my channel, okay? But what I can tell you, since you're on my channel, is to stay off my channel. Thank you. The next comment says, Aaliyah was a very beautiful, alluring girl, but portraying her as a pass-around is uncalled for. By the way, on trial, she said she opened a door and caught them. First, she said the door flew open. Which one is it? It's neither, because it didn't happen. Okay, let's start with the first thing she put. I'm not portraying Aaliyah to being passed around. I'm getting these stories from online sources, and I just talk about it on my channel because this is what I do. So if you want to bash somebody or tell them to stop making Aaliyah look bad, go tell those online sites that, because they're the ones that's feeding the world this information. So you guys act like these stories are coming from me, but they're not. They're coming from other online sources, and I say them in my videos so you will know where they exactly come from, but they don't come from me. It is what it is. Aaliyah was human. She dated, I'm sure. She was like any other human. Just because she was this beautiful, angelic person does not mean she stood out from the rest. She did everything that a normal human being would. And you guys have to understand that. You really do. She also said, I just messed it up. She also said, by the way, on trial, she said she opened a door and caught them. So the time she opened the door, she said Aaliyah was around 13, and clearly you didn't watch my video. She said that she opened the door on Aaliyah and R. Kelly, and R. Kelly was in between her legs, and that's when Aaliyah was around 13. This story that she's telling, around the time Aaliyah was 15, she said that the door flew open and they were having sex. So the story with Aaliyah and R. Kelly doing oral was of Aaliyah when she was 13, and the other story is from when Aaliyah was 15. So that's why they're different. You guys really have to thoroughly watch my videos. I know they're annoying and sometimes the audio can be off and sometimes I pronounce the words wrong, but you will definitely understand it overall. But these are different encounters, I believe. So yeah, you guys just gotta watch my videos. Let me see. Oh, and that person's name was K Cool Music, and she commented under my Aaliyah was caught having sex with R. Kelly too, and that's my most recent video. So if you want to see any of these comments, you can go and see them. But the next comment is by Billy Goat, and it's under the same video. Aaliyah was caught having sex with Aaliyah too, and he said leave Aaliyah's name at peace. And you should really go tell these online sources that. That's all I can really say because that's where I got it from. So go tell the head honcho that. I bet y'all won't do that. Donnie Dem 3 commented under my Aaliyah was in a chair while R. Kelly was, and she said 93 Aaliyah was 14, but still, I don't know how to take all of this. Barry is full of it. Dame didn't work with him, just Jay. Yes, I've been getting Aaliyah's age and the years wrong. Yes, you know how you say something, but you really got the real answer in your head, but you're mixing them up. I was getting a little confused, but I did know what I was talking about, but I was not about to film that all the way over. Like, it is very stressful to do a voiceover because I can not already get my audio the same volume. Like, it's just so hard. It's easier to do a video like this because I never push pause on anything. So yeah, that's my fault. I take full responsibility for mixing her ages up with the years. That's me. Take full responsibility. She also said Barry is full of it. I definitely think so. And everyone wants to cry victim now, like the adults, not the victims, but the adults want to cry victim, or they want to say that they didn't know this and that, and I just call bullcrap. It's too late for that. They just don't want to get in trouble, and someone could have stopped that. And she said Damon didn't work with him, just Jay-Z. Now, technically, Damon did work with R. Kelly. He was seen in one of R. Kelly's music videos, so therefore he was working with R. Kelly, and they're all perverts to me. I will be doing a video. I got a comment asking if I could do a video on all the people I think are perverts, and that video is coming soon, so stay tuned. You know who you are. Thank you for recommending a video or requesting a video. Damon was caught in one of R. Kelly's songs, and if he did not work with R. Kelly, he wouldn't have had one of his artists, which was Jay-Z, work with him. There's no way around it. There's no way around defending pedophiles, and I wish you guys would stop. Sorry to say that, but all opinions are welcome. Definitely, most certainly. Even if you agree with me, I'll definitely understand. Someone said if Aaliyah was still alive, Jay-Z wouldn't be married to Beyonce because he was definitely trying to get with Aaliyah. Aaliyah would definitely be right there with Beyonce if she was still alive. I don't think Beyonce was jealous of Aaliyah. I don't see that. Yeah, I have to do a video on this because I'm misleading people. What I meant to say is that Beyonce was envious of Aaliyah's career and spotlight and shine. And I think it could even be deeper than that, but you guys will just have to wait for that video. I will clear everything up, I promise. So stay tuned and subscribe and do not miss it because it will be coming soon. But anyways, they didn't have a love-hate relationship. This is ludicrous. That is your opinion. I perfectly understand if you disagree with me, but I personally feel like there was tension between the two. I don't think that they were friends. Like, no. I just think that they were those type of people to just say hi whenever they saw each other. That's that type of relationship. And her name was Angie's World, and she commented under my Beyonce Envy Aaliyah video. The next comment is by Nanette Matthews, and this is under my Aaliyah was in the chair while R. Kelly was, and she said just leave Aaliyah alone and let her rest in peace. And this is why R. Kelly got away with that as it is, because people want to bury this and just leave Aaliyah's name out of it. Like, how do you know that Aaliyah's soul isn't hurting from this? How do you know that Aaliyah wasn't gonna eventually come out and share what happened? You know, she was groomed as a kid, and I feel like every mother should be in trouble for that. And for the parents to be in trouble for that, the kids have to be brought up in this, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, because we have to know what went on and how it went on, you know? And I feel like these parents need to be caught. So in order for them to be caught, we need some information, okay? The next comment is by Mimi C, and it's under my Aaliyah was caught having sex with R. Kelly too. And she said, do you hate Aaliyah? Now this is a question I get all the time. I mean, it's really getting ridiculous at this point. Do I hate Aaliyah? No, if I hated Aaliyah, I wouldn't have dedicated a whole channel to her. It would be very obvious to see, but as an Aaliyah fan, I say that I'm just a different Aaliyah fan. I like to talk about everything. People just talk about the same thing. Aaliyah fans, they talk about the same thing. post literally the same thing. They post the same pictures, the same videos, the same interviews. They talk about the same thing. Her legacy never changes. Like, what's changing about her legacy other than them reposting the same videos from 20 years ago but in HD? What's different? So I want to talk about the more juicier things that maybe myself along with others haven't heard before. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's not that I'm bashing Aaliyah. It's just conspiracy theories, it's myths, it's thoughts, opinions, assumptions, like whatever you want to call it. That's what it is. But it's not hating Aaliyah. I don't hate Aaliyah. I listen to Aaliyah. I do have music that I love by her, probably all of them. But no, I do not hate Aaliyah, okay? Or I wouldn't have created my whole channel based on her. There will be loving videos coming soon, but my loving videos, like I said, it's not about the views and the subscription or whatever. I didn't get on here for that. I just got on here to share my opinion and let people really hear me. But it seems like people like those bad videos more than the calm videos, and that's really crazy. Like, I get a lot of bash for the bad ones, but get a lot of views on them. And then when I do videos of reading magazines and talking about, you know, her legacy and this and that, things that everybody do on YouTube, they don't really do that good. So I do what I know people are more interested in. And if you don't like it, it's not a thing to just block my channel or stay off of it, okay? If you block it, you won't be recommending my channel, I promise you. The next comment is by Yuki J. Curry, Tribe of Judah. And this is also under Aaliyah was caught having sex with R. Kelly, and she said, and he got acquitted because of an illegal search. Well, I heard that Aaliyah's mother had died. These are two different comments, but I personally, I don't know if these women are telling the truth, but I do think that they had sexual relations with each other. It's not hard to see that. So that part I think is not a lie, but maybe what they're saying could be. It's definitely possible, but like I said, who would take that to court and risk that? Like, that's just not helping their case at all by lying, and I just can't fathom who would want to lie about that. Why would this man say that he forged marriage papers for a 14-year-old if it was a lie? Out of all lies, he says that one to possibly put himself at risk, or not possibly, put himself at risk of getting in trouble. Like, I can't see that being a lie that he would go with. But anyways, she said she heard that Aaliyah's mother died. I never heard of that one. That's one that I hardly disagree with, because if you are really aware, you'll know that she has been posting statements, and that just verifies that she's still alive. Another comment under my Aaliyah was caught having sex with R. Kelly is by Hard Work Dedication. She commented, no, he was not caught with Aaliyah. And we don't know that for a fact. We don't know if she's lying or if she is telling the truth. It's very possible that it could be one or the other. Like, even if she is lying, that does not take away the fact that I think that they did have a sexual relationship, whether she caught them or not. It's no way around it. Somebody else under that same video said, oh, never mind. On my July 1st and July 3rd, 2000, Aaliyah, Damon, Jay-Z, etc. video, Lovely commented, clearly passed around in the industry. They all had a piece of her, shaking my head. She was groomed at such a young age to be a sex slave. The mother is to blame. She was passed around as well. So, I personally think that the tables are switched on this. I think that Aaliyah wasn't passed around. I think that she was, you know, offering herself. She was that type of woman to offer herself and see who would do the most for her, who had the most money. And like Jay-Z said in his song Cry, you used to tell your friends I was ugly and wouldn't touch me, and then I pulled up and I dubbed out something. I feel like that's how women was back then. They didn't want a man unless they was showing that he was doing something. And I potentially think that line could be about Aaliyah. That's just me. Don't tell me to not think that, because I'm gonna think it. But I definitely think that she passed herself around for men who have bigger money, and that would explain why she settled with the CEO at the time, Damon, because he had it all. He was in control of Jay-Z. Of course she's gonna leave Jay-Z for Damon. Jay-Z was just an artist and Damon was the CEO, and I think Jay-Z was signed to Rockefeller, which was in the hands of Damon. So why wouldn't she go for the head honcho? I think that's how she was. She was definitely groomed at a young age. Just by her explaining it, she basically told on her mom without knowing it at the time. And I think that her mother is to blame for her whole family. Anybody in her family could stop this. I'm pretty sure her aunties and uncles seen these videos and heard these songs, and no one thought to go to the cops or to pay someone to do a private investigation. Like, I know people don't have money and time for that, but like Aaliyah's name would just be clear if someone would have put their foot down. But anyways, I think her mother was one of those types of older mothers to cheat with younger people, and that's why she did it with R. Kelly. Next comment is by Manila99. It's under my video, Aaliyah was caught having sex with R. Kelly too. She said, I'm not going to keep coming on this channel. You're way too biased when it comes to Aaliyah, and you speak on her very negatively. In my opinion, she deserves better than that. And you are absolutely right, but do you really think that these stories are just coming from me? Where do you think I got these stories from? If you see this, please answer me that. And then when you have the answer, you go tell them to keep the negativity from Aaliyah's name, and then you can come back here and tell me. Because if they didn't talk about it, I probably wouldn't talk about it. I would just be talking about things that I think of. But like I said, I'm a different type of fan. I talk about everything, but that's just me. If you don't like it, you do not have to come back to this channel. Most certainly not. It makes me wonder, and I get curious, and that's perfectly fine. Do I know the truth to any of this? No, I don't. So it shouldn't bother you guys that much, because I don't know 100% if this is the case, but some of it is obvious, some of it is a myth. So why get so angry? You don't have to come back to this channel. I think that you're the only person that has come to the conclusion to just not come back to my channel. Good job. I think I'm gonna read one more because this video is kind of long. Maybe two more. Okay, never mind, that's too long. Under my genuine released evidence on relationship with Aaliyah, Pamela Demon Broom said that song was to his wife, not Aaliyah. LOL. Pamela, that is your opinion. I personally think that song is about Aaliyah. We are two different people. You can think what you want to think, feel how you want to feel when it comes to knowing or thinking you know, and I'm gonna do the same. I personally feel like that song is about Aaliyah. You think it's about his wife. Okay, all opinions are welcome. Most certainly, I'm not here to belittle anybody's opinion, and you shouldn't be here to belittle people's opinion either. So that's your opinion. I can't really go against that. One more comment, then I'll probably be back with a part 2 or a different video. I don't know, but I love doing these videos because I don't know. But anyways, this girl commented, she doesn't have a name, but I'll put it right here. She commented under my Beyonce envied Aaliyah, and she said, please stop this. They loved each other and celebrated each other. Stop pitting black women against each other. Stuff that never happened. Now, if you think that never happened, that is you. Personally, I basically gonna keep repeating myself in this video, but I think that there was tension between the two. I personally think that it was because of a exact reason. I think I finally pieced it together. I will be doing a video, so stay tuned. But I personally think that there was tension in that interview, and there was tension between Beyonce and Aaliyah. That's me. I'm not changing my opinion and my thoughts and my feelings. So what was your name? You don't have a name. Whatever your name is, you think what you want to think, and I'm gonna think what I want to think at the end of the day, because that's what it's gonna come down to. So it's not necessarily pinning black people against each other. It has nothing to do with race, but I personally feel like there was tension between the two, because that's just me. But yeah, what more can I say? I will be back with a part 2 sometime soon. So that'll be it for this video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Do you remember that one night when we fell in love? What we had felt so right, 'cause we had trust. I was drowning in our lives. me.